Good morning and welcome back to Coaching in PJs. I am Pamela S. Thibodeau. I'm your life coach, and today we're going to talk about the power of making a decision. I got this idea from an interview on YouTube with the late great Bob Proctor, but it is something that I have implemented in my life and just never realized how much I had stuck with this or how real this was for me. And let me give you an example. There was a time that I had two or three writing projects in various stages of development, various stages of completion. And I was like, I just don't know what to do. God, what should I work on next? Blah, blah, blah. And that was just a form of procrastination, which comes from fear. So when I was having this conversation with myself, my higher self, or with God, actually, I converse with God. So you call this whatever you want, your higher self or Jesus, angels, the universe, whatever. I'm no judgment here. Okay. No judgment here. I was asking God, what do I do? Which one should I work on? And I heard very plainly, just make a decision. Dr. Martin Luther King, we just celebrated the anniversary of his uh, life on the 19th here. So it's great to bring him up because he said, you don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step and trust that everything else will fall into place, that everything else will unfold for you. And that is the power of making a decision. You decide, okay, I am going to do this thing. I am going to work on this project. For myself, I picked one of the projects, finished it, published it, moved to the next one. Same thing with this channel. I played around with this channel for a long time. I'd love to do a channel on coaching in PJs. I think that would be so cute. I think it would just be amazing, to do something so simple and, just like I'm talking to my best friends or around a slumber party, or whatever. And I did it. I bought the domain name. I didn't do anything with it for a year, but I kept talking about it. Finally, I just made the decision. I'm going to do this. It may not be perfect. It may not be professional, but you know what? It's real. It's authentic. It's who I am. It's what I believe and what I feel can help you live a happier and more fulfilled life. So what is it that you're waffling about? What is it that you're indecisive about today? The Bible says that a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So think about that for a minute. That is what waffling is. That is what indecisiveness is. It's being double-minded. Well, I could do this or I could do that. And of course, we want to make good decisions. I'm not saying just throw common sense to the wind and go out and do whatever it is that you think it is. But think about what it is that you want to do. Decide that you're going to do it. Set a date for it. How about now? Now's always a good time, but set a date. On this tomorrow, I'm going to start this. I am deciding today that I am going to do this thing, and I am going to do something every single day to complete that project or to develop that great habit or to cultivate that self-care, to cultivate self-love. I have videos on both of those in previous sessions. I'm going to do this thing to cultivate better health. I am going to do this thing. I'm not talking about going on a diet. I'm talking about cultivate better health. Little steps. Take steps, one step at a time. Make a decision. You don't have to know all the way it's going to work. You don't have to know all the ins and outs. You might spend some time visualizing the best case scenario. Imagine the best case scenario in all situations, and then make a decision and take the first step. This is a really short video today, but I hope it's beneficial. I hope it encourages you to look at the places in your life where you're waffling and you're indecisive and I could do this or I could do that and I don't know what I want, blah, blah, blah. And just stop, go within, take a chance, make a decision, and start moving in that direction and watch how things unfold for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like my content, please like, subscribe, and share it with others. If you'd like to work with me one-on-one as a coach, my email is in the show notes. If you'd like to support this channel, there's a link to that in the show notes as well. And as usual, there is a written variation of this conversation on the Coaching and PJ's blog, and the link to that is in the show notes. Until next time, be kind to yourself, be kind to one another, and may your kindness return to you 100-fold. See you soon.